This conference will now be recorded.
Hello. 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 Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. Okay. So today we will start our AI and data science part. Okay. Yeah. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Let's start. Let's start. What is data science? I will not go to data science right now. What is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence? Who can please?
Sir, basically, it is means we can say that machine can do the human work. Means we can say that human like what we are doing artificially that machine can do. The machine engineering. That basically the machine is learning and machine is doing the work.
Means actually the machine is reaching the human level.
Human level, yes, sir. Basically, we can say that human.
Human level. Okay. For what to say? And it is gaining the human potential, right? So the ability of a digital computer, we can say the ability of a digital computer or a machine to perform tasks just like intelligent beings or intelligent human beings. Okay, so this part I think it is commonly associated with artificial intelligence. Means the machine is actually completing the task which involves a certain degree of intelligence. The machine is actually completing the task, or machine is actually doing the task which involves a certain degree of intelligence, right? Certain degree of intelligence. And this intelligence was previously possessed by only one thing on this earth, and that is the human beings and the humans, or we can say we humans. Okay. So it is actually the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, especially by computer system, we can say. Okay. So this includes what? This includes learning, reasoning, self-correction, etc., etc. So the capability of a machine to intimate or imitate the intelligent human behavior. The capability of a machine to imitate the intelligent human behavior. Isn't it, right? So what are the types of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence can be classified in any number of ways or any types of classifications. See, what are the types of artificial intelligence? Oh, is artificial intelligence clear to everyone? What is artificial intelligence?
Yes, sir.
Simulation. Yeah, simulation. The definition is very clear. The simulation of human intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence can be classified in two main types. The first one is weak AI, or we can say narrow AI. Weak AI or narrow AI. Weak AI or narrow AI. Means basically what is weak AI and narrow AI? See, weak AI or narrow AI, it is focused on one narrow task. One narrow task. One narrow task means it is the phenomena that machines which are not too much intelligence, means the machine which are not too much intelligent to do their own work, to do their own work. Okay, to do their own work, means the machine are actually built to be smart. They seem to be smart, but they are not highly intelligent. Okay, simple example I will give you. a game. Okay, a game means where a machine is actually beating human. Okay, suppose a Super Mario game, right? Or Subway Surfers. Have you played all these games? Subway Surfers. So all these are what? All these are games.
Yes.
Okay, poker games, right? Where the machine is actually beating human, isn't it? Why? Because all rules are actually fed into the machine itself. Okay, so here each and every possible scenario need to be entered beforehand manually, right? Getting the point? So each and every weak AI will contribute to build a strong AI. Remember this. So this was actually an example of weaker AI or weak AI or narrow AI, and they will actually contribute to build a strong AI. Strong AI. Strong AI. So the machine that can actually think and perform tasks on its own, just like a human being. So strong AI is basically what? Machines that can actually think and perform tasks on its own or on their own, just like a human being, are basically termed as strong AI. So there are no proper existing example for this. Getting the point? There is no proper existing example for this, but industries is very closer to build strong AI. Getting the point? It is very closer to build strong AI. Right. So if you want to take into example, you can take that self-driving car also, but we cannot say that it is a fully strong AI. Okay, because sometimes it makes mistakes, right? Okay, so weak AI, strong AI, this is actually type 1. These two are basically what? These two are type 1. Okay, I will classify this into type 1. Type 1. Type 1. These two are type 1. Type 1. Okay. Type 1. Type 2. Type 2. Reactive machines. Reactive machines. Reactive machines. This is one of the basic form of AI. Basic form of AI. Basic form of AI. Means it doesn't have past memory. It doesn't have past memory and cannot use past information. It doesn't have past memory and cannot use past information. Okay, it doesn't have past memory and cannot use past information. Like a simple chess program. A simple chess program. Okay, a simple chess program. Okay, if you're playing chess on your computer, no? If you're playing chess on your computer, so this can be an example. Right? Basic form of AI. And this type 2 AI, limited memory. Limited memory. Limited memory. So AI system can use the past experience to inform future decisions, right? AI system can use past experiences to take some future decisions. To take some future decisions. Okay, example, self-driving car. Self-driving cars. Okay, self-driving cars. Self-driving cars. So self-driving cars has been designed in this way, right? So this is an example. The second example I will give you, Apple's chatbot Siri app. Apple's chatbot Siri app. This is actually a limited memory AI system. Means they are actually using the past experience to make a future decision. Okay, right? So
Sir, Alexa is also like AI, means we can say.
yeah, same. You can also give that Alexa also. Yeah, Darshan, you are right. Arvind Kumar said reactive machine cannot take future decision as it does not contain past memory. See, Arvind Kumar, I'm telling you a few things. Today you have grown up, Okay, if I say you, show me your personal chats, will you show it to me? Will you show it to me? Definitely not. Definitely not. Why not? Because you know that personal things are just related to personal. No third person can interfere, or no second person can interfere in that. Right? So you have this knowledge, or you have received this knowledge from the past. Okay, that's why right now today, when I asked for your personal chat, you made a decision that I will not give you the personal chat. Okay, so artificial intelligence is totally this only. Artificial intelligence is totally this only. It's totally this. It's totally this. Getting the point? Means if you don't, like a simple example I will tell you. Weather prediction. Tomorrow it's going to rain, and definitely it rains. बारिश हो जाता है कल. तो कैसे उसको पता है? वो लास्ट कितने दिनों का डेटा को उठाकर क्या कर रहा है? वो फ्यूचर का प्रेडिक्शन दे रहा है, क्योंकि कल तो किसने देखा नहीं है कि कल बारिश होने वाला है, नहीं होने वाला है, राइट? बट स्टिल weather industry is actually doing what? Or the R&D industry of weather, they are actually giving us the what? Solution, or they are giving us the answer, or they are giving us the prediction. So how they are giving us the prediction? They are having the past data, and with the past data they are actually predicting for the future. Now you got it? So this was actually about limited memory. Okay, the next one.
Sir, why the name limited memory? Means limited memory means it has only a limited past memory.
No. Okay, no. Here limited memory is because the AI system is actually using the past experiences. Means whatever experience you have in your memory, you can work on that only, na? Getting the point? If I tell, suppose if I tell you to make make one app like Siri, you will be able to make. But or suppose like something like what to say, make a chess game. You are able to make a chess game. Okay, but I've written here careboard. It is actually chatbot. Okay, but if I tell you, Darshan, right now to make me a self-driving car, so do you have that memory? Do you have that extension? Do you have that knowledge? Okay.
No, sir, we don't have.
See, whatever you learn in your exam, a very better example, a simple example, whatever you learn in your exam, okay, whatever you learn in your exam, you do what? You give your exams. Okay, oh sorry, whatever you learn before your exams, you just try to use that to give your exam. Okay, means whatever experiences you have from your past, you basically apply to the future. Future means the exam that you are going to give today or you are going to give tomorrow. Okay, getting the point? So this is basically the.
Yes, sir, got it. Yes, sir, got it.
Somebody is asking me, sir, Prayas Basu sir, then it is more complex than reactive machine. Yes, Prayas, the algorithm is more complex. The algorithm is more complex. I will not contain, or I will not consider a data. Okay, data, because everything requires data. Okay, so if I say that you will ask me, sir, algorithm is more complex. Yes, it is more complex than reactive machines. Getting the point, Prayas? Okay, now. Okay, now. Theory of mind means this is actually the type of AI that should be able to understand people emotion, belief, thoughts, expectations. Okay, and are able to interact socially. So this type of AI should be able to understand people's emotion, belief, thoughts, expectation, and are able to interact socially. Okay, but lot of improvements are required in this kind of AI field, and this kind of AI is not at all complete. It is not complete yet. It is not at all complete. Getting the point?
So this type of AI means it is not possible, means possible, but it is very rarely possible, because to understand people's emotion means through a machine is very difficult.
Yeah, that's what I am telling now. Lots and lots of improvement is required in this field, and this kind of AI is not at all complete. Okay, and still lots and lots of researches are left. Getting the point? Right now, self-awareness. Self-awareness is basically what? An AI which is self-conscious. Means here we are actually, we can say that we are making a human super intelligent, okay, and sentient, sentient. Sentient. What is the meaning of sentient? The meaning of sentient is a complete human being. The meaning of sentient is complete human being.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, then basically it in case of TOM means theory of mind, it interact with thoughts, na. So self-driving car is also considered on that part.
No, 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 no. How can it can be considered in that part?
Sir, because
See,
it
yeah, Prayas. Yeah, basically self-driving car is actually contrasted into, or it is actually categorized into limited memory. Okay, but some terms may contrast with theory of mind. It might contrast with theory of mind, but we cannot categorize this into theory of mind right now. Getting the point? Because when Google was
sir,
actually testing, I think, yeah, when Google was testing, I think that actually means it hit one what to say, one means rock, na, that car, remember, while testing. Okay, and it actually reached that accuracy of around 88%, I think.
yeah,
If I'm not
88, 89, something like that.
9%, yeah. Basically, it is categorized into limited memory. Okay, we cannot say that a thing which is actually categorized into limited memory, okay, will never be categorized into theory of mind, and one which belongs to theory of mind will never be considered into self-awareness. Okay, we cannot say that. Okay, so Prayas, I cannot even say that your answer is means absolutely you are not correct. No. Okay, because when I was actually means explaining weaker AI or narrow AI, okay, I just told you that weaker or narrow AI basically contributes to strong AI, right? Weaker or narrow AI
Yes, sir.
contributes to strong. Okay, getting the point? Self-awareness, self-conscious, super
Yes, sir.
intelligent, sentient. Sentient. Okay, what is sentient? Sentient means a complete human being. Okay, so basically there is no such examples. There is no such examples because whatever I have read, okay, till now, it is said that this kind of means a boat or machines right now doesn't exist, and if achieved, this will be achieved in a milestone. Means we have to long way to go. We have to go a long way. Getting the point, right? Now, AI, artificial intelligence. See, this field actually can be achieved by deep learning. This can be achieved by supervised. It can be achieved by unsupervised. It can be achieved by classification. It can be achieved by machine translation. Okay. It can be achieved by question answer. It can be achieved by NLP, natural language processing, which is basically speech to text or text to speech. Image recognition. Machine vision. So I remember this lot. Some more are also there, but this is enough. This is actually how we are actually means what to say, achieving artificial intelligence. So the first thing, deep learning, supervised and unsupervised. Deep learning, supervised and unsupervised, these three are the part of machine learning. Okay, classification, machine translation, question answer. Okay, these three are actually the part of NLP. These three actually are the part of NLP. Okay, so I have just written here NLP extra, so it will not, we don't require this. These three are actually the part of NLP. Okay, image recognition, machine vision, image recognition, machine vision, and suppose speech to text, text to speech, speech to text, text to speech. Okay, this is basically what? This is actually, total is actually computer vision. We can say computer vision. Okay, computer vision or machine vision, you can say machine vision. Getting the point? This four. And the next I will say, which has the highest scope in the future, robotics. But without all these things, you won't be able to go to the robotics part. If you say that I will directly go to robotics, it's not like that. Getting the point? So the most important term among all these things is basically the machine learning. The machine learning, which has a specific target, a specific goal. Means machine learning, it is actually the method where the target or the goal is defined. Okay, method where the target or the goal is defined. You know, where the target or the goal is basically defined, and the steps to reach the target is learned by machine by training. Okay, training. Then we take one unseen data, which is actually the testing part, and we try to test how accurate our algorithm or our model is. In simple term, I told about machine learning. Getting the point? Okay.
So reinforcement learning lies in which category?
Which one?
Reinforcement learning.
Reinforcement learning, see here only, see semi unsupervised, semi-supervised. Here also I will add one more thing, semi-supervised. Okay, and here I will add reinforcement. Reinforcement learning. Okay, they all lie inside this machine learning part. Got it?
Yes.
Right? Okay. But reinforcement learning, basically most of it is actually solved using some special types of algorithm. Okay, some special types of algorithm that I will tell afterwards, not right now. Okay, so this is actually the machine learning part. So machine learning, I told what? Machine learning, we basically build one model. In machine learning, we basically build one model. Okay, we basically build one model. Now consider ourselves, just consider ourselves. Okay, suppose Darshan, tomorrow Darshan is having one exam. So today he is doing what? He has been studying from last 7 days, 14 days, 1 month he has been studying. So what he is doing? Since Darshan is a model, he is actually training himself. Right? So how Darshan is training himself? Darshan himself is training with the help of supervised data. Supervised data means he has got one book where there is question also and answer also, right? Where there is question also and answer also. So he is basically training himself on supervised data set or supervised data. Okay, so when Darshan is actually training himself on supervised data, this phenomena is basically called supervised learning. This is called supervised learning, where he has got a book where he will get the question also and he will get the answer also, right? So he is actually training himself, right? Now after Darshan finishes his training, just a day or two before the exam, he took out his copy and he started practicing the sums. Okay, he took the sums from the book, solved the sums, and just at the back of the book answers are given, he tried to match the answer. So what Darshan is basically trying to do, he is actually trying to validate himself. He is actually validating himself. Okay, he is actually validating himself. Now tomorrow when he will go to his exam or go to his exam hall, when he will go to give the exam, he will get only the questions. He will get only the questions, which is totally what? Totally unsupervised. Means he is getting only the question, means he has to basically give the output. He will get only the questions in the exam and he has to give the output. He has to give the output. He has to give the output. He has to give the output, right? So that output is actually the testing part, or we can say this is actually the prediction. Means if Darshan does the full sum totally step by step correct, he will get a very good accuracy, okay, or he will get around 95 to 100% marks, okay. Or if he is not able to solve the program, he will not be able to solve the sum or whatever, okay, then he will achieve around 60 to 70%. And if it is out of his capability, then his accuracy will drop. His accuracy will drop, and his marks will also drop, or he will lose his marks also, right?
Sir, I have
So
one
this is,
question.
yeah.
So why we need to validate means which I told them like day before, like I'm like solving the paper question.
But you need to validate. See, if you want to validate yourself, okay, if you don't validate yourself, so definitely when you will go for a testing part, when you will go for a testing part, so testing is basically done on unknown data, right? So so when you get a unseen question, okay, does that question have the answer with you? Definitely not. That question is actually checked by your professor or your teachers, right? It was totally an unseen question, so it is actually checked and it is given the marks, and you are given the marks, right? So that is basically the testing part, which is an unseen data. That means you are giving an unseen data prediction. You are giving a prediction on unseen data. But since you have trained yourself, okay, won't you check with a known data, that with a known data whose output you basically know, means a sum which is actually given in the book, okay, and the answer is also given at the back of the book. So won't you solve that sum and see the answer and match the answer, okay, to see whether you are successfully trained or not?
Okay, means basically I am also giving a test means just before the
Exactly.
exam
That
I'm
is
just
also
checking myself.
yes. Yeah, but that answer is known. Otherwise, if the answer is not known, then suppose you solved the sum and you got a wrong answer, but the answer is wrong. You solved the sum and you got the wrong answer, but you are thinking, sir, it is right. You are thinking it is right. But if you have the correct answer with you, you should validate, you should validate whether you have solved it correctly or not, right? So similarly in machine learning part also.
Okay, sir,
Getting the
got it.
point? Okay, so validation is necessary. Okay, right now. So any more problems? Any more questions? Any more question? So this was actually a limited knowledge on machine learning. Now, what is data science? What is data science over here? Okay, where is data science? See, data science basically it is also a related field, Data science, it is also a related field. So data science is actually an interdisciplinary field, we can say, okay, that uses some scientific methods. Okay, it uses some scientific method. Scientific methods, processes, algorithms, okay, algorithms. And why all these things, all these processes are basically followed? extract knowledge and insights from noisy data. Noisy data. This is basically the concept of data science. This is actually the concept of data science. Data science means the science which is basically dealing with data. Science which is basically dealing with data. Okay, science which is basically dealing with data. That's why it is named as data science. It is actually an evolving field. It has got a particular life cycle. The data science life cycle, it is one of the most trending part. I would like to say the life cycle of data science. Okay, data capture, process, right? Data capture, not process. I will take a maintain, process, analyze, and next communicate. Okay, these are the 5 processes. These are the basically 5 processes or 5 processes that goes inside the life cycle of a data science. What is the first part? The first part is actually data capture. The first part is basically data capture. What is data capture? Can anybody tell me what is data capture basically? What is data capture?
Suppose collecting the data from the real world.
Data collection.
Yes, data capture, or we can say very good. We can say data acquisition. Okay. Data acquisition. Okay, or data entry. Data entry. Getting the point? Data entry. Now, next is maintain. Maintain means data cleaning. Data cleaning. Okay, maintain means data cleaning, or we can say data processing. Data processing. Data cleaning and data processing. The next one is process. What is process? Process is basically data mining. Learning from data. Data mining is called learning from data. Clustering we can say, classification we can say, okay, and data summation. Data summarization. Data summarization. Data summarization. Analyze. What is analyze? Analyze means predictive analysis. Okay, or we can say regression. And communicate means data visualization. Okay, reports preparing, business intelligence, and decision making. So these are the all parts. Which part is not clear? Tell me. With all this thing, we are able to understand that data science is basically what? Data science is basically all about. Data science is basically all about the ability to take the data, to understand it, to process it, to extract meaningful information from the data, to visualize the data, and communicate it through proper report. So this is actually the life chain of data science. This is actually the life chain of data science, or life cycle of data science. Okay, so basically effective data scientists are able to actually identify relevant question. Okay, they are actually collecting data from different data sources, they are organizing the data. Okay, they are translating the data so that it results into a solution. Okay, and after it gives a solution, they are communicating the data into a proper channel, through reports, through graphs, something like that. Why they are doing all these things? So that it makes a positive impact on the business. Okay, and the business is able to take correct decision. So this skill is basically required in almost all industries. Almost all industries. That's why the data scientist values are actually increasing. Okay, values are actually increasing. Getting the point? So a data scientist is basically a professional who has to work on a very high level technical skills. Okay, high level technical skills. Getting the point? Getting the point? So our task basically involves all these points. All these points basically. So first part we don't require basically. Data capturing is not our part. This is not our part. Okay, we will start from the second one. That's it. This one till here. Till here. This is actually our part. This is actually our part. Okay. And to be able to utilize these technical key skills, we need some tools. These tools are basically what? Some programming. This programming is basically either Python or R programming language. Okay. Then we need one platform to process this huge amount of data. This huge amount of data is basically called as big data, na? Big data, right? So this huge amount of data, this big data need to be processed. This big data need to be processed. Okay, this big data need to be processed. So we require a platform. We require one platform. And once these big data are basically what to say processed. Okay, so for processing this big data na, you require some other programming language, you know, that is basically some other programming. Like if you process the data on Apache Hadoop, you need a language called Spark, Apache Spark. You need to have a good knowledge of SQL and NoSQL, because you might need to store the data on database. If the data is a structured one, then you might use SQL, and if the data is unstructured one, then you need to store or you need to use NoSQL, right? The data scientists need to have a knowledge of cloud computing. Okay, cloud computing and Git. Last one, Git. So these are basically all things which are basically required. Any doubt what is actually data science?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. So data science is essentially, it is a part of many industries today. Okay, it is a part of many industries. It is a part of many industries today. Means majority industries today. Okay, because each and every industry has a massive amount of data that are produced on a daily basis. Okay, and It is one of the most debated topic in this IT world. Its popularity has grown over the years. Companies have started implementing data science techniques to grow their business and increase their customer satisfaction and all these things. So data science is actually the domain of studies that basically deals with vast volume of data using modern tools and techniques. To find the unseen patterns, or if you don't want to say unseen pattern, you can say to derive meaningful information from the data, so that meaningful information can be used to make business decisions. Okay, so data science basically uses complex machine learning algorithms to build predictive models. Remember, data science cannot work alone. It cannot work alone, data science. So data science uses complex machine learning algorithms to build the predictive models. Okay, so the data used for analysis can come from different sources. I will show you, because lots of sources are basically available. Getting the point? Okay, so I hope the capture part, the maintenance part, the process part, okay, the analyze part, and the communicate part, all these things are basically available, and all these things are basically clear to you all. I will share the tutorial. Okay, don't worry. Okay, now let's start with machine learning. Okay, let's start with machine learning. So what do you understand from this example? Spam. What do you understand from this? Darshan?
From mail purpose.
For mail.
Some mail.
For mail purpose. Stop spamming.
Spam. So if you are actually getting a mail which is actually landing the spam box, right? Okay, so it is treated as a spam one. And if the mail is basically landing in an inbox, it is a genuine one. We basically consider it as a genuine one, right? If the mail reaches the inbox, it's a genuine one, and if the mail reaches a spam box, it's a spam one. So what do you think? Is there some person sitting in that Gmail who is actually classifying the email as spam or not spam? Is there some person sitting? No. This is basically what we call as data mining. This is what we call as data mining, learning from the data. Gmail itself is actually learning from the data. Getting the point? And data mining is close to machine learning. So the algorithm of the machine learning is applied in such a way, okay, or the machine learning algorithm has been deployed into Gmail, and it is such a powerful algorithm that it has the capability to classify a mail as a spam or a genuine one. Okay, did you ever remember when you get a mail, you get one button to click, report as phishing? Have you seen that? Report as phishing. So when we click that button, yes, when you click that button now, so that mail is, if you click on yes, then that mail is basically treated as a phishing one. And if you click as no, then that mail is actually treated as a genuine one. So it totally depends how many votes that particular mail is getting. Okay, if it gives a majority vote for phishing from a lot of person, then, and if it crosses that threshold, then that mail will definitely treat it as a spam one, and that mail will, from next time, it will never give an option for treating as a genuine one or phishing one. It will directly go into the spam box. That's it. Right? So this is actually what? It's nothing but machine learning. Now, just look at the machine learning definition. Grew out of AI. So machine learning is basically a subset of AI. It's a part of AI. Okay, it's a part of AI. It is a new capability of computers because it is actually treating, or it is actually helping the machines to learn from experience. Okay, data is basically fed into the machine, and machine is basically learning from experience. Getting the point? Now, examples: database mining, large data sets from growth of automatically /web. web click data, medical record data, biological data, engineering data, pollution data, population data, census data, anything. Okay, so this is actually the examples of the database mining. From where, from what sources we basically get the data. Okay, next one. Application can't be programmed by hand. Remember, I said that machine learning is an automated process. So it will not involve human interference. Okay, getting the point? It will not involve human interference. It's an autonomous, simple example I'm giving, autonomous helicopter, handwritten recognition, okay, natural language processing, computer vision. So I have told you all about all these things, right? So remember, whatever we are doing inside machine learning is always a part of AI, but vice versa will not be true. Means whatever you are doing in AI might not be a part of machine learning. Am I right or wrong? Everyone, am I right or wrong? Darshan, Prayas, please. Am I right or wrong? Definitely right. Yeah, Darshan is telling, sir, can you? Yeah. Darshan, I'm telling, since I said that machine learning is actually a part of artificial intelligence, it's a subset of artificial intelligence, right? Subset of artificial intelligence. If machine learning is the father, okay, if artificial intelligence is the father, then machine learning is a simple child. So it is a subset of artificial intelligence. So whatever we are actually doing inside machine learning means it is definitely a part of artificial intelligence. But whatever we are doing inside artificial intelligence might not be a part of machine learning, right? Isn't it? So that's what I was telling. Got it, Darshan? Now, self-customizing program. Amazon Netflix product recommendation. So Amazon Netflix product recommendation. What is this product recommendation? I will show you. See, I will go to Google. Okay, I will go to Google, open this in this particular thing in incognito. Okay, and here I will show you flipkart.com. Okay, flipkart.com. Can you see this? Flipkart.com, right? Flipkart.com. Now just have a look. I'm telling you a few things. Suppose I search for Samsung Galaxy F12, okay, or A52. Suppose Samsung Galaxy A52. Samsung Galaxy A52. I will click on this first one. This phone, suppose Darshan wants this phone, or Prayas wants this phone. Darshan or Prayas, anyone. Okay, Darshan wants this phone, Prayas wants this phone, Rupam wants this phone. Okay, so they went to Flipkart and they said that, sir, I will buy this phone, or to their parents they said that I will buy this phone, mom, dad. So they said, go and look at the Flipkart. And tell me the price. So all of them went to the Flipkart, okay, and they tried to see the price. Here the price was rated 24,840. Okay, 24,840. So this is actually the configuration: 128 GB RAM, means storage, 6 GB RAM, and all these things. Okay, so Darshan, Prayas, they want this one. Now they scroll down a bit. They looked at the specification highlights. They scroll down a bit. Okay, they scroll down a bit. After scrolling down, they saw frequently brought together. What is frequently brought together? Means those who are buying Samsung Galaxy A52, they are also buying some half-shy black cover for Samsung Galaxy A52 and some K-Wine case edge-to-edge tempered glass for Samsung Galaxy A52. Oh my God. So these things, the three things are actually brought together. So they will tell their parent that I will buy these two also, because these two are required since my phone will be safe. It's a very costly phone, 25,000 it cost, so this will save my phone. Okay, so this how Darshan and Prayas, how they got this means idea? They saw here that Flipkart is actually telling them that those who have bought this Samsung Galaxy A52, they have bought this Hapsi black cover and they have bought this coin case edge, right? It is because of this Flipkart. So Darshan and Prayas bought these three things. Got it? So what is this This is called association rule mining. What it is? This is called association rule mining. What it is? It is actually machine learning. This is also machine learning. Got it? Getting the point? Association rule mining means the item associated with another item. That's why Flipkart gave me an option, na? This is called association rule mining. But again, what happened? Suppose Darshan bought this phone. Darshan ने फोन खरीद लिया. अब प्रयास क्या किया? स्क्रॉल करके थोड़ा और नीचे की तरफ आया, इधर आया और इधर और आएगा. ओ बाबा रे. और उसने क्या किया? राइट. प्रयास ने देखा that here he can see mobile pouch, here he can see cases and covers, and here Darshan has bought that phone and this cover case, okay, and that temper glass. Prayas has scrolled down a bit and he saw some cases and covers. Darshan also saw it, but he didn't find any interest in this. Then Prayas saw some smart glasses, memory cards. Here Prayas bought these smart glasses, okay, or he bought a 32 GB memory card also, right? So what is this? This is, you might see here it is written, you might be interested in. So this is actually called the recommender system. Means Flipkart is also recommending me. recommender system. Recommending means भाई तुम ये खरीद रहे हो, ठीक है, तो तुम ये चीज को भी देखो, इसको भी देखो. recommend किया उसने, इसको भी आप सर देख सकते हैं. Remember when you go to the market, when you buy one dress, okay, तो शॉपकीपर टेल्स सर आप इसको भी देख सकते हैं, इसको भी देख सकते हैं, इसको भी एक बार देख लीजिए, ट्राई कर लीजिए, राइट? सो बेसिकली द शॉपकीपर इज रिकमेंडिंग, हियर फ्लिपकार्ट इज एक्चुअली रिकमेंडिंग. ओके, so this is not a very nice one, you might be interested in this one. Similar products, leave that similar products. Okay, so from here, not that one, this one you might be interested in, leave this. This is the better part, similar products. Okay, so this is actually the recommender system. Yes, same as YouTube for me.
Hello sir.
Yes.
Sir, in both the section, the recommending algorithm is been applied. Then why
Yes.
it is been divided into two parts? First one is the buyer's view, and second one is the Flipkart's view. Then
Yes.
both different algorithm are being used.
Yeah, different algorithms are being used. See, recommender system is basically of two types. One is called collaborative filtering and the other one is called content-based filtering. Okay, one is item similarity and the other one is user similarity. Getting the point? Suppose,
Yes, sir.
suppose you are new to YouTube. Okay, so what recommendations and shall YouTube give it to you? What recommendation? YouTube is totally blank to give you recommendation, right? But suppose I am an old user and you are a new user. I searched for Saurabh Ganguly videos. Okay, Saurabh Ganguly videos. I basically look for Saurabh Ganguly videos. Okay, cricket videos. So they basically recommend me Saurabh Ganguly, Sachin Tendulkar, Virender Sehwag. I all get all these recommendations too. I get all these recommendations. Okay, so you went and you searched for Saurabh Ganguly videos also, right? So you are basically what? You are a similar user to me. Means you and me are similar user, right? So here the algorithm will try to find out the user similarity, basically user similarity. Getting the point? And he will recommend some items that they are recommending it to me. Okay, because you are totally new to YouTube, and this is actually called a cold start problem. In terms of recommendation system, this is called a cold start problem. Means a user doesn't have the data, so what recommendations shall be given to him or her? This is actually a cold start problem. It's a cold start problem. So in this thing, either a user similarity or an item similarity is basically find out in order to give a recommendation to that particular user. Got it, Prayas? Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, for new user, YouTube also recommend some country-based
See,
user
those are random.
similarity.
Yeah, see, Suraj, those are random. Okay, those are random. But specific search. Suppose you are searching for chow mein, how to make chow mein. Okay, how to make chow mein. You are searching, right? You are searching for how to make chow mein. So Flipkart will not. Today you search for chow mein. Tomorrow Flipkart will give you at least 1 or 2 videos recommended on chow mein. But if you continue this thing for several days, your whole video will be flooded with chow mein. Chow mein, how chow mein is made with cheese, how chow mein is made with this and that and all this, right or no? Wrong? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So previously, see, YouTube doesn't have that your data, and right now they are having YouTube is having his or her data, right? So it is giving the recommendation based on that data. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
yeah. So Prayas did what? Prayas came over here and he saw one more thing, that is Samsung Galaxy A52. Oh baba re. Prayas saw this Samsung Galaxy A52. The price of Samsung Galaxy A52 is 37,499 and the feature is extensively very high compared to A52, means the previous phone. Okay, previous phone. So Prayas said that no, I will not buy this phone. I will buy this phone since it is a 5G phone. It is a 5G phone. So see, this is only because of the recommender system of Flipkart that Prayas, who came to buy a 25,000 phone, is now buying a 37,000 phone, which cost 12,000 more than the previous phone, right? So this is actually called the recommender system, and it is only because of this recommender system that Flipkart and Amazon are gaining 80 to 85% of their daily business, and only 15 to 20% of their daily business basically comes with these types of searches. Okay, otherwise 80 to 85% of the business basically comes with only because of this associative rule mining, or because of this recommender system, or because of this recommendation system. Got it? Clear to everybody? Shall I close this? Okay. Yeah. Right. And now self-customizing, seeing Amazon, Netflix recommended system, product recommendation system, and that's it. Okay. Now understanding human learning, basically the brain or real AI, basically. Okay. So artificial intelligence. Okay. Completing artificial intelligence. So machine learning is just a part of artificial intelligence. Just a part of artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, what is machine learning? What is machine learning? What is machine learning? Machine learning definition, Arthur Samuel. See, machine learning is not a new concept. It's a very old concept. Artificial, not machine learning, artificial intelligence, basically. Artificial intelligence is basically not a new concept. It's a very old concept. Very old concept given decades before. But then we didn't have those hi-fi systems. We didn't have data. We didn't have storage for those data and all these things. Getting the point? That's the thing. So Arthur Samuel, machine learning, it's the study of the computers, or it's the field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Without being explicitly programmed. Without being explicitly programmed. Or if you go to the next definition, Tom Mitchell in 1998, he said that a computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some task T and some performance measure P. Okay, that is which is called accuracy. If its performance on task T as measured by P improves with experience E, right? So they are telling, or Tom Mitchell said, this is a very confusing definition, but Tom Mitchell said that if you want, or if you train a machine on a similar data set for number of times, its accuracy will increase. Its accuracy will increase, right? Because if you continue reading one book several times, definitely you will try to remember much, okay, and your accuracy will increase. Right. So this is actually the machine learning definition, which is given by two best scientists, Arthur Samuel and actually Tom Mitchell. Okay, Tom Mitchell. Got it? That's the thing. Now, yeah. Got it? Now, the next thing. So Arthur Samuel is basically, he is actually the, means what to say? We can say that he is a leading person. He is the leading person. He is an American pioneer in this field of this computer artificial intelligence. Okay, getting the point. He is one of the best person. He is one of the best person. He is not alive, but he is one of the best person who gave all these concepts. Right. Next, machine learning algorithms are basically, I said, these are of two types: supervised learning, unsupervised learning. Okay, and the other are reinforcement learning and recommender system. Okay, So these are the other types of algorithm, but basically the algorithm is basically based on two types. One is supervised and unsupervised. Supervised and unsupervised. What is supervised algorithm and what is unsupervised algorithm? Okay, I will show you one data set. I will show you one data set. This is basically the Irish flower data set. Irish flower data set. So can you see this data set basically contains a column called ID, then we have sepal length, sepal width, petal width and species. Okay, sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. Can you see this? Sepal length, sepal width, petal width and species. So this is basically a Irish flower data set. It has got only 150 records. Okay, this is the Irish flower data set, and here we have got inputs also and outputs also. So in this data set, this ID column is useless. This is actually a serial number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and don't require. Remember yesterday I removed these types of columns, serial columns. I don't require. This is a useless column. First column is sepal length in centimeter. Next is the sepal width of the flower in centimeter. The next one is petal length of the flower in centimeter and petal width of the flower in centimeter. And the next one is actually the species column. Next one is basically the species column. Okay, the species column. It is called actually what? Species column. Species column. Species column. It is called species column. Getting the point? It is called species column basically. Now the first four, sepal length, sepal width, petal width, these four are basically what? These four are basically what? These four are basically what? These four are what? These four are called inputs. Inputs, or we can say features. In terms of machine learning, we will call it as features. Features. The first four columns are basically what? These are features. And the last column is actually what? It is the species column. This is actually called the target column. It is called the target column, or you can say label column. Label column. Okay, label is basically the output column. The output column. Sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and species. Sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and species. So these first four are the inputs column, inputs, and the last one is the output column. In machine learning, the inputs are basically called features, and in machine learning, the output is basically called the target column. Clear? Clear? So in a type of data set where all the inputs and outputs, or we can say features and target, are basically present, is called what? It is called a supervised data set, and the learning is called a supervised learning. And the learning is called supervised learning. Okay, it is called supervised data set, and the learning is called supervised learning. The learning is called supervised learning. Okay, it is called supervised learning basically. Getting the point? Supervised learning. Okay, and supervised learning is basically divided into two types. The first one is called classification, and the second one is called regression. Now you might be wondering, sir, what is classification and what is regression? What is classification and what is regression? Classification data set or classification problem is a problem where the target or the output, or we can say the label, is basically discrete format. Discrete means which is basically countable. Okay, like yes, no, 0, 1, red, green, blue, COVID positive, COVID negative. Okay, will go to college, will not go to college, college will reopen, college will not reopen. Okay, getting the point? Suffering from pneumonia, not suffering from pneumonia, something like this. So these types of data set where the target column is basically discrete. Okay, target is discrete format is called what? It is called classification. And a problem where target is real or continuous format is called regression problem. A problem where the output or the target is real or continuous format is called regression. So just have a look at this. Here, look at the target column. Here we have setosa, iris, setosa. Then we have iris versicolor. Then we have iris virginica. So how many classes are there? How many classes of flower are there? How many classes of flower are there?
3.
Three classes of flower are there. So is it countable? Obviously it's discrete. So is this a supervised data set, or first of all tell me, is it a supervised data set or unsupervised data set? Tell me.
So supervised.
It's a supervised one, right? So any data set that you will get now, first you have to see whether it is supervised or unsupervised. Okay, first you have to see whether it is supervised or unsupervised. You have to see whether it is supervised or unsupervised. Okay, so this is a supervised data set. Now from the supervised data set, whether it is a classification problem or regression problem. Is it a classification problem or regression problem? Tell me. Darshan is telling classification problem. What about the rest of the people?
So classification.
Classification problem. Very good, Rohit. Classification. Yes, Gargi, Prayas is telling yes. Arvind is also telling classification. It's a classification problem. Why? Because three flowers are there. Three flowers. Now wait. Now I will wait. I will open one more data set. Salary data set. This is one another data set. Now you tell me, okay, which is actually this is actually supervised data set or unsupervised data set? First of all, tell me. Supervised or unsupervised? Supervised.
So supervised.
Now can we say that our feature is year of experience? Year of experience is basically the feature, means the input, and the salary column is basically the output or the target column. It is basically the yes. So is this a classification problem or regression problem? Tell me.
Regression, sir.
It's a regression problem. Why? Because see, the salary is the target column, and all the target column is basically, see, it's a continuous value, or we can say real value. See, all these are real values. See, real. All these are real values, not continuous values. Okay, real values and continuous values. Okay, now take a break, please. 1 minute. Okay, now I'm giving a break of 1 minute. Okay, just have a look at, take a break of 1 minute. Let me also drink water. You also drink water, and then we will continue. Okay. Okay. Hello. So our break is over. Our break is over. Let's start again. So if you have huge amount of data, then supervised won't be helpful. See, Arvind Kumar. Hello. Is it audible to everyone? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So if you have huge amount of data if you have a huge amount of data, then supervised won't be helpful. Yes. Why not? Why not? See, Arvind, I'm telling you, if you want to give predictions, prediction, so supervised data set is the only data set with which you can give prediction. Getting the point? If the data set is unsupervised, you cannot give prediction. You have to give the prediction. If you want to give prediction, you have to give prediction only because of the supervised data set. Okay, only because of the supervised data set. Getting the point? Okay, Arvind, no problem. Okay, so now this is actually about supervised, and if I delete this column, now this target column, then this is actually a data set with no target, and this is called unsupervised data set, and this is called unsupervised data set. Okay, and the type of learning is called unsupervised learning. So with an unsupervised data set, we cannot give predictions. With an unsupervised data set, we cannot give predictions. Got it? With an unsupervised data set, we cannot give predictions. We cannot give predictions. So now you might be wondering, sir, what we will do with unsupervised data set? With unsupervised data set, you can make cluster. With unsupervised data set, you can make clustering. What is clustering? Clustering is basically grouping of similar types of objects together. Similar types of objects together. Okay, so let's start again. Supervised data set, just have a look. This is actually a regression problem where x-axis represents the house in square feet. X-axis represents the house in square feet, and y-axis basically represents x-axis represents the house in square feet. Okay, and y-axis represents the price in dollar. So we can consider this x-axis as the input, or we can consider it as a feature, and y-axis is basically the target. Okay, so this is supervised learning, and it's a regression predicting continuous output. Now this breast cancer, malignant, then it's harmful, and benign, then it's not harmful. So what type of problem it is? Is it a classification problem or regression one? Is it a classification problem or regression problem?
Sir, classification.
Classification problem, yeah. So if it is 0, then it's not harmful, and if it is 1, then it is harmful. Okay, let's go to the next part. See what type of problem this is.
Sir, classification.
Just a second. Wait. This one, classification or regression?
Sir, classification.
Classification. Okay. Right. Very good. So everyone must answer. So here are some problems. That I have prepared for you. You are running a company and you want to develop a learning algorithms to address each of these two problems. Problem 1. You have a large inventory of identical items. You want to predict how many of these items you will sell over the next 3 months. Problem 2. You would like software to examine individual customer accounts and for each account decide if it has been hacked or compromised. If it is 0, then not hacked. If it is 1, then hacked. Should you treat this as classification or as a regression problem? Which one? Problem number 1 and problem number 2.
Sir, problem number 2 is basically classification. And
Okay.
how many these items? And the first one is
regression. First one is
Yes.
regression.
Yeah, the first one is regression. So answer 3. Treat problem 1 as a regression problem and problem 2 as a classification problem. Now let's go to unsupervised learning. What is unsupervised learning? See, Unsupervised learning. So this is basically, here is a cluster of cross and here is a cluster of samples. So these are similar items grouped together, right? See, unsupervised learning, similar, it's a grouping together of similar items. It's a grouping together of similar items. Okay, it's grouping together of similar items. Getting the point? Grouping together of similar items, right? No issue. Something like this: organizing computing clusters, computing cluster of computers, market segmentation, astronomical data, social network analysis, or I will say banking data, banking customers. The customers which are high profile customers have a one group. Bank has made a group of high profile customer. Bank also make a group of mediocre profile customers, and bank also make a group of low profile customers. Okay, so this is basically the thing. Now, one of the following example, which would you like to address using the unsupervised learning algorithm? Given email labeled as spam or not spam, learn a spam filter, whether it is supervised or unsupervised. The first one, is it supervised or unsupervised?
So supervised.
Supervised. Given a news article or a set of news articles found on the web, group them into set of articles based on same story. Supervised or unsupervised?
Sir, unsupervised.
Unsupervised. The next one, given a database of customer data, automatically discover market segments and group customers into different market segments.
Sir, unsupervised.
Unsupervised. Given a data set of patients diagnosed as either having diabetes or not having diabetes, learn to classify new patients as having diabetes or not.
The supervised classification.
Supervised.
Okay, got it. That means you all have understood very well. And now I will go to basically, I will go to the next part. That is, I will go for our algorithms. Okay. Okay, next we will go for our practicals. I will start Jupyter Notebook. This Jupyter Notebook. Okay, very good. Jupyter Notebook. Wait, let it start. Okay, just give me a few seconds. Let me search the data set. Okay. Yeah. So I got this data set. Okay, I'm using this Irish data set. I'm closing the salary one. I'll use this Irish data set. Okay, I'll use this Irish data set. So this data set I'm going to use. Okay, and here, since it's a classification algorithm, okay, so I am going to use one, since a classification problem, sorry, it's a classification problem, I'm going to use one classification algorithm. Since it's a classification problem, I'm going to use one classification algorithm. And the first classification algorithm that I'm going to use is basically K nearest neighbor. Okay, K nearest neighbor. Okay, K nearest neighbor. Right? Getting the point? K nearest neighbor. So K nearest neighbor is basically a classification algorithm. It can be used for classification problem also or regression problem also, but it is mainly used for classification problem. And it is actually what? It is actually a algorithm that is based on distance formula, Euclidean. Euclidean distance formula. Okay, Euclidean distance formula. Okay, Euclidean distance formula. Now you might be wondering, sir, what is this K nearest neighbor classification algorithm and how it basically works? Let's go to the paint. Okay. This, oh no, wait. This is basically the thing. Now here I make some data points. Okay, these are the basically data points. These are the data points. Okay, so this is basically the, okay, right? So these are two data sets basically. Some data sets I have is there. No. Prayas K nearest neighbor. K nearest neighbor. I will solve the first classification problem using K nearest neighbor. Classification problem. K nearest neighbor is an instance based model. It's an instance based algorithm. We don't need to pass any parameter inside this algorithm. Getting the point? And it totally works on the Euclidean distance formula. So this is some data points, and here suppose one new data point enters. One new data enters this set. Suppose here. New data. Now you tell me this S belongs to which class? Does it belongs to cross class or does it belongs to circle class? Can you tell? Is it possible for you to tell? Right? Hello? Is it possible to tell?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, it is not
No,
possible
sir.
to tell. No. So here we are going to apply K nearest neighbor algorithm or KNN. KNN algorithm. KNN. K nearest neighbor, where the value of K is basically given. Or we have to provide different values of K. We have to provide different values of K and test the accuracy. Okay? Getting the point? So now suppose if the value of K is, suppose it is given 6. Now it will start look for 6 nearest neighbor. 6 nearest neighbor. So which is the first nearest neighbor? This is the first nearest neighbor. This is the second nearest neighbor. This is the third nearest neighbor. This is the fourth nearest neighbor. Distance formula. Dist is the fifth nearest neighbor. This is the, and this one is the sixth nearest neighbor. Sixth nearest neighbor. Okay. Sixth nearest neighbor. Okay, so I'm just creating one boundary so that it is easier for you to understand. Okay, 6 nearest neighbor. Now you tell me here the frequency of circle is 1 and here the frequency of circle is 5, as cross is 5. So this S belongs to which class? Does it belongs to class 1 circle class or does it belongs to cross class? Tell me.
Sir, obviously
Obviously cross class. Why? Because it is nearest to the maximum cross values. It is nearest to the maximum cross values. Getting the point? Okay, so it doesn't belongs to the circle class, so it doesn't belongs to the circle class, and it belongs to this cross class. It belongs to this cross class. So this is basically based on the distance formula. Okay, so here the value of K, here is the value of K. Okay, so value of K is basically given, so you can also change the value of K. Okay, and you can find out the accuracy. You can change the value of K and we can find out the value of accuracy. So we have to do what? Because we have to see for what value of K, what accuracy we are getting for the algorithm. That value of K will be considered. Got it? Got it? Getting the problem? Getting the point? I will show you an example. See, I'm showing you an example. So I have started this Jupyter notebook and here I will create one new class. Okay, or I will create one new file for this class. Wait just a second. Today's class 3 na, so GIS class 3. Okay, so this is basically the thing. First of all, I have to load the data set. I have already uploaded the data set. Got it? I've already uploaded the data set. After uploading the data set, you have to import numpy as np import matplotlib dot as plt, import pandas as pd. Okay, data equal to pd dot read underscore csv. Okay, that is, what is the name of the file, bhai? What is the name of the file? The name of the file is iris.csv, na? Iris.csv, iris.csv, iris.csv. Wait. Okay, iris.csv, iris.csv. This iris flower, na, iris.csv. Okay, so iris.csv, and here data dot head. Let me see, read the data and see whether it is working or not. Import matplotlib.py, pyplot as plt, data dot head. Okay, see, it is read. Clear everything here? Hello, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
It is clear till here, na? Right, very good, very good. It is clear till here. Now you see what does machine learning basically tells. Machine learning, you understood k nearest neighbor, na? Everybody understood k nearest neighbor? Friends, k nearest neighbor is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, yes. Now you see here, machine learning is basically what? We have one data set. We have one data set D. Data set. This data set is actually fed on a algorithm, or we can say model. Model. Okay, here the model we are, what model we are using, what algorithm we are using? K nearest neighbor. So this is actually the training data. Train the model. Okay, train the model. Basically, train the model. We are actually training the model. Okay, we are actually training the model basically. Now, the model, after it is trained, we will provide our test data. Test data. Okay, and it will give one prediction. Ordered, this is actually the prediction. Right? Prediction. So this is basically the flow of machine learning. This is basically the flow. Now here I have read the data. Now I need to drop this ID column. So data dot drop ID, comma, axis equal to 1 means column. Now data dot head. See, so sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. Sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and species. So see, the ID column is dropped because this was useless, na? I just dropped it. Okay. Now let's see the shape of the data. Data dot shape. It's 150 row and 5 columns. Data dot describe. We are going for analysis. All I showed you yesterday. Remember? Data dot describe. Just have a look. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Data dot info. This is actually the information of the data. Data dot info. Data dot I have to go for is null dot sum to see whether there is any null value or not. No null values. So it is very accurate. No null values. Okay, very good. No problem. Now I will do few things over here. Few things I need to do over here. What I have to do? I have to remove this, or I have to store these features inside one particular call, what to say, I have to store these features inside a particular variable, and I have to store this target inside a particular variable, right? Means I have to split the features on the target. माने question और answer को हमको अलग करना है, feature और target को different करना है, मतलब अलग करना है, features को भी अलग करना है, target को भी अलग करना है, ठीक है? Getting the point? What I am telling to do? Features को भी हमको अलग करना है, okay? Features को भी हमको अलग करना है, target को भी हमको अलग करना है. Getting the point? Right? No problem. Clear? Means we are basically going to split the features and the target basically. Okay, feature को हम separate करेंगे, target को हम separate करेंगे. ठीक है? Clear? No problem. But you can see here the target is basically, it is given in what format? It is given in string format. Okay, it is given in string format. But one thing you must remember always, that machine learning algorithm doesn't understand string. It doesn't understand string. Machine learning algorithm doesn't understand string. So that string value we have to convert inside what? We have to convert it into some numerical values. Okay, we have to convert that string value into numerical value. Getting the point? Getting the concept?
So the target column that we have to convert, right?
Yeah, the target column is basically a string one, right? It's a string one, no?
We have to convert
so
that.
yeah, so I said what? That machine learning algorithm, it will never understand string, no? It will always understand array. It always understands array. It always understands numerical value and nothing else. Nothing else. Okay, so we need to convert that particular column, what to say, species column. We have to convert that particular species column into what? Into numerical column. Into numerical column. And this we can do using what? We can do this using basically label encoder. There is a package present in Python that is called label encoder, and with the help of that label encoder we can basically do this task. Okay, with the help of label
converting
encoder,
string into integer.
Integer. Okay, with the help of label encoder we can do this. With the help of label encoder means we are encoding the label, means we are encoding the target. Encoding the label means encoding the target. Getting the point? Encoding the label means basically encoding the target, right? So how to do this? How to do this? Okay, how to do this? There is one package called label encoder. Okay, just have a look what I have, what code I'm writing. Label encoding. Before that, I would like to say that the very basic or the most important package for machine learning is scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is the most important package. Scikit-learn, S-C-I-K-I-T-L-E-R, scikit-learn. Okay, if you go to the Google and if you search over here, scikit-learn, you will get the website. See. So anything, any algorithm, whether you are working with classification algorithm, you have to make use of scikit-learn. If you are working with regression, you have to make scikit-learn. You working with clustering, you have to make use of scikit-learn. If you are working with dimensionality reduction, scikit-learn. Modern selection, scikit-learn. If you are pre-processing the data, scikit-learn. Okay, all things you have to use scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is the most basic and the most important machine learning package. Without this, not possible. See, machine learning in Python. So simple and efficient tool for predictive data analysis, accessible to everybody and reusable in various contexts, built on SciPy, NumPy, Matplotlib. It's an open source BSD licensed. Okay, this is actually what scikit-learn is. So I am going to use scikit-learn over here. Okay, so from sklearn import pre-processing. sklearn import pre-processing. Take a variable L equal to pre-processing dot label encoder. Created an object of label encoder class. Okay, label encoder. Getting the point? Now which column we want to change? Data, and just copy this species. Now this is species, S is capital, so copy this, copy the name here, copy the name from here and just paste it over here. See, species equal to L dot fit underscore L dot basically fit underscore transform. So fit underscore transform what? This is species. Copy this and paste it over here. Got it? Now run this. Now run this cell. Done? Okay. Now again I will do data dot head. Again I will do data dot head. See, is it converted to numerical format? Is it converted? Yes or no? If you want to see top data, if you want to see whether rest of the data is connected or not, so see in the data set actually first 50 records was iris setosa. First 50 records was iris setosa, and next was iris versicolor. Okay, next 50 records iris versicolor, and last 50 records iris virginica. So let's check rates created or not. So data.ilog, I will check all the rows, and no, I will check rows from 40 to 60. Okay, and I will check all the columns. Okay, let me run this. See till 49 it has given 0. After that again it has given 1. So it has done label encoding, right? So see, till now it was actually what? It was basically what? It was a what it was? It was actually basically it was string value or object value, right? Now it is converted into species. Sorry, species column is basically converted into what? It's converted into integer. Okay, so this is basically the concept. Label encoding. Just have a look. Any problem? Hope so there will be no problem.
Sir, can you please show the code?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Just have a look. Hope so there will be no problem with this. This method is basically required. Fit underscore transform is required. Otherwise, data will not be converted.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir.
No problem. Na? Now on X, data.ilog, I will take all the rows, but I will take all the columns except the last column. See, running. See, so these are my features. Just try to understand the code. And on Y, I will take all the rows and only the last column. See. So I have splitted the feature inside X and target inside Y. See, understandable or not? If you understand this part, then machine learning you will understand very well. And until and unless you understand this part, it will be very difficult.
Sir, can you explain that X equals to data.ilog colon -1 why you have written means basically?
See, for I have taken -1. -1 means what? For first column I have taken colon. Colon means all the rows. And second I have taken colon -1 means what? All the columns except -1. -1 means the last column, except the last column, because last column is the target column. That's why I have written -1 except -1. Colon -1 means all, colon means all -1. Okay, and here I have taken only -1. See, means only the last column inside Y. Got it? That's it. So here our target, here this is our feature inside X, and this is actually the target inside Y. Got it? Now that's it. Very good. Oof. Okay, Darshan, got it. Now What I have to see now, what I have to do, I have to build one model. I have to build the model, but before building the model, I need to split the data into training and testing part. I said na, I have only this data, so I have to split the data into training and testing part. So I had written the code. So just have a look at this code. Just have a look at this code. Actually from sklearn, from scikit-learn model underscore selection, import train underscore test underscore split. Okay, here I am training. Multiple assignment is possible in Python. So xtrain comma xtest, ytrain comma ytest. Okay, and here is the method train underscore test underscore split. You have to remember, for everything it will be same. For all the other machine learning algorithms also, this line is going to be same, only slight changes. Here I have passed the x, and for second parameter you have to pass y, and then the test size is 0.2, means 20% is the test size. 0.2 means test size. You cannot change this, huh? Test size is 0.2, means 20% of the data. So how many records are there? And random state is 4, means the data is randomly basically divided. Randomly divided. You can take anything, 4, 42, anything. Okay, but better you take 42. 42. Why I'm taking 42? Means once you take 42 na, means if you run this particular cell for the first time, it will randomly divide the data into training and testing part. Okay, and if you try to run this particular cell multiple times, so multiple time it will not be split. It will be split only once. Only once. Got it? Once randomly split, and if you try that, oh बाबा चलो आबार थेके एटा के मल्टीपल स्प्लिट करते हैं, चलो मल्टीपल टाइम स्प्लिट करते हैं, तो नहीं होगा. एक बार हो जाएगा स्प्लिट, उसके बाद में नहीं होगा. ठीक है, तो ये कोड को आप ठीक से देखो. पहले 1 मिनट का टाइम दे रहा हूं मैं, ये कोड को पहले ठीक से देखो, उसके बाद मैं नेक्स्ट पार्ट में जाऊंगा. 1 मिनट का कोड दे रहा हूं, ठीक से देखो. आर गिविंग यू 1 मिनट टाइम.
Sir, why you are not using validation? Hello, sir.
Okay. Okay, tell me. Yeah, Darshan. Darshan is telling, sir, can we explain random state once again? See, Darshan, if you give a random state 42, na, Darshan, if you give random state a value, okay, then the data for the first time, if you run this cell, okay, first time, if you are running this code, for the first time, okay, the data will be randomly splitted into 20 and 80. Means the testing part will be 20% of the data and the training part will be 80% of the remaining 80% of the data. Okay, so randomly it is split. Always it is randomly split. Randomly, remember. Try to split the data always randomly. Okay, getting the point? Always randomly split the data. And if you don't split it randomly, okay, then there might be a problem. Okay, so random split is basically 42. Means first time it will be randomly split, but if you continue running this data splitting for multiple times, it will not work. It will not work. Okay, it will not work. Means the cell code will run, but the data will not be splitted multiple times. Got the point, Darshan?
Hello, sir.
Here, Darshan, I will hear why you are not doing validation part. No, no, no. I will. Who said I will? I'm not doing the validation part. I will do the validation part. Okay. But here you are basically dividing the data into training and testing. Here, so before you, if you don't divide the data into train and test, then how you will do validation? What the point, Darshan? Getting the point? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Rohit, please tell Rohit.
Yes, sir. Same questions.
Yeah, same.
For
Okay,
me.
okay. So see, here it is X train and X test, then Y train and Y test. So here question arises, sir, what is X train and what is Y train? See, X train is basically what? X train ta ki? X train is basically the feature, 80% feature, 80%. If you want to see now the shape of X train, see, X train dot shape. Extend dot shape. See what it is, 124, 4. 120, 4 means 120, 4. What was the actual shape of the data set? The actual shape of the data set was 150. 150. So what is 80% of 150? 80%. 150 का 80% कितना होता है? 120. Right? Mathematics में एकदम expert होना होगा. What is 80% of 150? It's 120. Then remaining 20% कितना हुआ? 30. So देखो एक्सट्रेन जो है, एक्सट्रेन का सेट है 120, 120 ये हो गया हमारा ट्रेनिंग. और वाई ट्रेन क्या है? वाई ट्रेन जो है वो एक्सट्रेन का आंसर है, मतलब स्पीसीज है, 120 स्पीसीज मान 120 टारगेट. ओके, और एक्सट्रेन क्या है? एक्सट्रेन तो हमारा फीचर हो गया, और वाई ट्रेन उसी तरीके से क्या हो गया? वाई ट्रेन हो गया हमारा द टारगेट ऑफ दैट एक्सट्रेन. Got it? Now if you want to see the shape of X test, it's 30. It's 30. Shape of X test, it's 30. Okay, it's 30. Shape of X test is basically 30. Okay, so what is 30? X test is basically a 20% feature, 20% feature, and Y test is 20% target of that feature. Got it? समझ में आया? Hello, clear? Okay, okay. To everybody it is clear, na? Yeah. Now I am writing one code. See, I'm not writing the code because I have already developed this code. Okay, this code is already developed. Why I didn't write this code? I am not writing this code only because I need to explain this code very well. See, this code is a little bit big. That's why I have already written it earlier so that I can explain it to you. Okay, otherwise I would have written right now. But I don't want to waste time in writing, so I have written this code. This is a very nice code. See, first of all, I am importing from sklearn.neighbor import k neighbor classifier. So this is actually the package for building the k nearest neighbor model. From sklearn import metrics. So this package is actually for finding the accuracy of the model. What is the model? Model is actually that algorithm itself, that learning algorithm. That learning algorithm is also called model. What is the model we are using? K nearest neighbor. K nearest neighbor. So since our data set has got very less data, like around 150 record, I have started one loop. The loop will start from 1 and end on 25. Now you will tell, sir, why on 25? You can take anything, 1 till 20, from 1 till 25, 1 till 30, 1 till 35, 1 till 40, anything you can take. Okay, but I thought 1 till 25 is enough. I have taken one empty dictionary and I have taken one empty list. Okay, I am using one for loop for k in k range. What is the value of k range? The value of k range will be for 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. So knn, I took a variable. K range is simply a variable. K range is a variable. Okay, Darshan, k range is a variable which contains value from 1 till 25. Okay, so here inside this, you can say knn equal to k neighbor classifier. See, I have built the model. Means whatever, see here also, whatever was the module name, train underscore test underscore split, okay, it become the package, it become the method, see, train underscore test underscore split. So here also, whatever is the name of the model, k neighbor classifier will become the method, k neighbor classifier. Okay, k neighbor classifier. And n underscore neighbors equal to k, n underscore neighbor equal to k. So first of all, this is actually the attribute inside k. Okay, inside k nearest neighbor. Sometimes the value of n neighbor will be 1, then value will be 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6 till 25. Means every time the value of k nearest neighbor will change. Okay, there is a method in Python. Okay, so knn.fit, fit is basically what? Fit is actually the method in Python which is used for training, fit is basically a method which is used for training. So fit, inside fit, xtrain comma ytrain, so always train. Getting the point? Just try to understand. Okay, for training we always use fit. Yes, Darshan. For training always use fit. There is only one single method, fit, and we pass xtrain comma ytrain inside. That's it, done. Okay, that's it, done. Now for testing, means for testing also there is one method called predict. Only one method, predict. So inside a predict method you have to pass x test so that you get y test. हमको x टेस्ट पास करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि देखो y टेस्ट जो है वो हमारा टेस्टिंग का एक्चुअल आंसर है. Actual answer is inside y test. So inside the predict method, I'm using knn. What is knn? Knn is actually the model. knn.predict, we are passing x test. So that we get y test. Right? So जो भी हमारा आंसर मिला है वो हमारा किसके अंदर है? y pred के अंदर. y pred. So for prediction there is a method called predict. And matrix.accuracy underscore score y underscore test comma y underscore pred. For this is actually for finding the accuracy of the model. Okay, in percentage form. Accuracy of the model. So how to find the accuracy? What is the actual value divided by the predicted value? Okay, that's it. Simple as we used to do in percentage.
Sir, why it is under the loop?
Because every time whenever the value will be, when the value will be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, okay, so till it will loop till 25. So for 25 we will get 25 accuracies, that is inside the loop.
So basically we are using knn in 25 times.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I am just changing the k nearest neighbor 25 times. Okay, now if I just print scores, if I just print, so I can see that from 1 till 25, see, from 1 till 25 I am getting some accuracy. From 1 till 25 we are getting some accuracy. When the value of k nearest neighbor is 1, the accuracy is basically what? The accuracy is 93%. When the value of when the k nearest neighbor value is 2, the accuracy is 93%. When the value of k nearest neighbor is 3, the accuracy is 96%. When the value of k nearest neighbor is 4, accuracy is 96%. When value of k nearest neighbor is 5, accuracy is 96%. When the value of k nearest neighbor is 6, accuracy is 96%. Till you can see 19, the accuracy is 96%. Okay, but the moment the value of k nearest neighbor changes to 20, okay, the value of k changes to 20, the accuracy is again decreased. Again, when the value of k is 21, accuracy is increased. Again, when value of k is 22, accuracy is decreased. Can you see? Can you see? So we will took any value from 3 till 19 because the value is highest. Yes, Darshan, we are predicting for 25 k values. Got it? Got it? So we can take any values of k from 3 till 20, sorry, 3 till 19, right? Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Tell me. Right? I can take any value from 3 till 19 because this is the numbers where I am gaining the highest accuracy. Okay, and now I gave a simple graph plot. Simple graph plot. I am plotting on the x-axis. I am plotting k range. K range means from 1 till 25. Okay, and the y-axis I am printing the accuracies. On the y-axis I am plotting the accuracy. So this is actually the accuracy. See, data visualization I tell na. Data visualization is actually a part of data science. So this is actually data science, right? So just have a look. If it is clear, then tell me, then I will move to next part. Okay, clear? Clear to everyone? Now you all tell me, I have taken n neighbor equal to 5. Yeah. Sir, can you explain score list means which are present in the score list? See, score list here. Score list, this value is present 0.93, 0.93, 0.96, 0.96. These values are actually present in the score list. Na? Okay, and k range is actually what? From 1 till 25. The score list actually contains the accuracies. Got it, Darshan? Okay. Now you people tell me what value of k shall I take? Tell me what value of k shall I take? Tell me. You can take whatever you will tell. I will take. What value of k shall I take?
So 2 to 19. So anything between 3 to 19.
3 to anything between 3 to 19. Or you can take, if you want, you can take this 21 also because 21 is also giving high accuracy. So what you tell me? Which one? Which one shall I
But
take?
so after 20, but after 20 it is fluctuating. So we should not take any value after 20.
Exactly. Very good. Very good. So now you tell me which value shall I take? Very good.
So 12 or
12.
11 like that.
11 or 12. So here I will do the same code. Same code. See, whatever code I have written over here, na, here this one. The same code I took and I copy pasted over here. And here I said your friend said to take some 12 or 11. So I take 12. So run this. Oh, y will be capital. Run this. Yes, my model is trained. See, once you get this, my model is trained. Perfect. Model is trained. Now I will go for prediction. Prediction means first I will go for the validation part. See, I'm going for the validation part. Okay, see how I'm going for the validation. Since now I'm telling you a few things, just try to understand. You know that for 0, here we have done what? Here we have actually changed into 0 and 1. For 0 it is iris setosa, for 1 it is iris versicolor, and for 2 it is iris virginica. Iris virginica. Okay. Iris virginica. For 0 it is setosa, for 1 it is versicolor, and for 2 it is virginica, right? I have written over here because otherwise we will get the answer in 0 and 1 format. That is very weird. Okay, so for 0 I have written here. I have created one dictionary. 0 means setosa, 1 means versicolor, 2 means virginica. Here I will take one new input. Okay, inside x new, and in a variable y predict, knn is actually the model. Na? See here, knn is the model. Na? So knn dot predict. Inside predict, I will pass x new to see what output I am getting. Okay, what output I am getting. See, I will run this. So I will open this data set. Now see, let's take this 6.5, 3, 5.2 and 2. So let's do the validation. 6.5, 3, 5.2, 2. So what should be the answer? Hello, what should be the answer? Bharjanika should be the answer. So I will pass this. Okay, I will separate this with a comma. It is taking by default these special characters. I will pass this with a comma. Okay, so 6.5, 3, 5. What should be the answer? Answer should be Bharjanika. Run this. Am I getting this output, Bharjanika? Yes or no? Tell me.
So why you have taken y predict 0? Because there is one column.
Yes, because there is only one value. That's why I have taken. If you give here two values, suppose here you give two values, one more value you give. Suppose I take one thing from Setosa. Suppose 5, 3.3. Suppose 5, 3.3, 1.4, 0.2. Huh? 5, 3.3. See, 5, then 3.3, 5, 3.3, 1.4, 0.2. Right? Then I have to do what? Again, I have to copy this, and I have to take. Suppose here I have to give 1. So what should be the output, man? What should be the output? It should be iris Setosa, na? Setosa. So run this. CC giving it is Setosa. See, got it? Why I'm taking 0, 1?
And so in the line number 23, that knn dot split, you have written capital X, capital Y. That where we are divided, like the features and the target which you have divided, you have taken that one. Capital X and capital Y. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Means after training, you have now predicted on the actual values where you have divided, and then now you have validated.
If you want to say, sir, this one, na? Let's take this one.
Yes, sir.
Remove
yes,
this.
I was telling why you not. We can take
remove this. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, yeah. See, that's up. See.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
means same only. If you take X train, Y train, or XY, it is same only.
Yeah. XY, I actually by mistake I passed X1, XY means I passed the whole data. Okay, now I pass the training value. 80% of that data.
So if I pass the test value here, test value X test, Y test, knn dot split.
This is the test value. See, this is the test value. This is the test value that I am validating. This is actually the test value that I take from the actual data set to find out whether my model is giving the correct prediction or not.
No, sir, in the line number 27, if I pass that, you have X test, Y test.
In fit method, you cannot pass test value. Okay, in fit method, you cannot pass test value.
Hello,
okay.
sir.
For predict only, we can pass test value.
Yes. Please tell me. Next.
Sir, in line number 29, the n numbers during fluctuation, what will be the output? Means if we take instead of 12, 20, then
also the model will give 96% accuracy. If you take 20 accuracy, if you take 20, then the model will predict with 93% accuracy.
No, sir. I was asking about the fluctuations. No, you told us that 0.93 and 96 both are fluctuating. That means the graph will be not as much as trend.
No. See, what I said that the graph is fluctuating because I said it is an instance-based model and it is a lazy algorithm. Means in k nearest neighbor, the accuracy increase and decrease with the value of k. Okay, so here the value is basically when the value of k is actually 20, the accuracy is decreasing. Okay, so you might not take 20. If you take
in
20,
case of 21, sir,
yeah,
in case of 21,
yes, you can take. Yes. I'm showing you. Take this. See, you can take 21. Model will predict with 21, 96% accuracy.
okay. The result will be same as 12 also, no?
Exactly. Yes. Same. Got it? So this was actually validation because we know what is going to be the answer. Means it's giving the very correct answer. It's very excellent. Now I will take some unknown data. Okay. So I'm commenting this part. I'm taking some unknown data. Huh? I will take only one unknown data. So suppose my unknown data is like 1.4, 4.9, 0.5, 9.9, something like that. Come on, 9, something like that. If I run this,
4.9, so you have given So you have given 4,9.
Okay. Very good. So let us see what output we are going to get. Let us see. Setosa. It is giving us Setosa. If I give here 9.4, let's see what output it is giving. It is giving Virginica. See. So this is actually the unknown data. This is actually called testing. Unknown data. This is the unknown data because I have not taken this data from data set. I've taken on my own. I've taken my own. Isn't it? I've taken on my own. जो मर्जी से ले लो. Suppose 100, 100 ले लो. देखते क्या देता है. देखो वर्जिनिका ही देगा. क्यों बोलो तो क्योंकि वर्जिनिका जो है वो सबसे बड़ा फ्लावर है. बड़ा. तो वो देख रहा है कि आइरिस से सेपल लेंथ भी बड़ा है, पेटल लेंथ भी बड़ा है, सेपल विड्थ भी बड़ा है, पेटल विड्थ भी बड़ा है. तो आइरिस वर्जिनिका ही देगा. So it is giving us the correct answer. Got it? So here is our first machine learning program. Hope so it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. So I will stop till for this session. I will stop till here only. I will meet you after in the next session. Wait, just a second. Let me take the attendance first. Okay. And please, if possible, please try to reply, please. Let me take the attendance. Just a second. So today is 19th. Okay. Anusha Bera.
Yes, sir.
Anusha Bera.
Hello.
Present. Zayed Siddiqui. Shrestha Poddar.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, Anusha Bera present.
Anusha Bera is already present. Zayed Siddiqui.
Okay.
Not present. Shrestha Poddar. Srishti Bose.
And Shrestha Poddar present.
Okay. Srishti Bose. Aditya Narayan Das. Okay. Bhavatos Sarkar.
Present, sir.
Okay. Budha.
Present, sir.
Budha is present. Devojyoti Saha. Present. Okay. Devopam Das.
Present, sir.
Okay. Dipayan Khatua আমার মনে হয় absent আছে. Dipayan Khatua. আচ্ছা দীপি রঞ্জন রাউত present है.
Present, sir.
हाँ इमान कल्याण absent है. कौशिक देवनाथ
Present, sir.
प्रतीक सेठ present है. प्रतीक्षा घोष present है.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Okay. प्रयास बासु present. प्रिंस कुमार शर्मा absent है. absent है. রিসিন হালদার present আছে. খুব ভালো. রৌহিশ রে.
Yes, sir.
রূপম সরকার present আছে. সঞ্চিতা দত্ত
Yes, sir.
present আছে. সপ্তর্ষি সেন नहीं. सायन चक्रवर्ती absent আছে. शेफालिका present है. सायन चक्रवर्ती আছে কি?
Yes, sir. Present.
দাঁড়াও. সায়ন চক্রবর্তী present. Okay. সায়ন চক্রবর্তী present. शेफालिका present. সৌমিক কুন্ডু absent আছে. এরপরে কি আছে? শুভম চৌধুরী
Present, sir.
খুব ভালো. সুমন ঠাকুর present है.
Present, sir.
सूर्यदीप रॉय present है.
Yes, sir. Present. Suryadeep. Present.
त्रिदीप्त मंडल absent. आकाश चटर्जी
Suryadeep present, sir.
सूर्यदीप रॉय present. आकाश चटर्जी অ্যাবসেন্ট আছে। আনন্দ মোহন ঝা প্রেজেন্ট।
প্রেজেন্ট স্যার।
অঙ্গনা দাস
প্রেজেন্ট স্যার।
আচ্ছা
স্যার
হ্যাঁ
অঙ্গনা দাস প্রেজেন্ট।
অঙ্গনা দাস প্রেজেন্ট আছে। हाँ सुमन ठाकुर प्रेजेंट है, प्रेजेंट सुमन ठाकुर प्रेजेंट। अच्छा अनिकेत मिश्रा
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके। अरिंदम सिंह
Yes, sir.
अच्छा। अरित्र घोष
Yes, sir.
ओके। अर्णव चक्रवर्ती आई थिंक एब्सेंट। अरविंद कुमार मिश्रा इज प्रेजेंट। आयुष मिलन एब्सेंट।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
प्रेजेंट ओके। बिलाल अहमद
Present, sir. Present, sir.
प्रेजेंट। बिलाल अहमद प्रेजेंट। अच्छा दर्शन प्रेजेंट। गार्गी प्रेजेंट। जीत साहा
गार्गी
Present, sir.
गार्गी प्रेजेंट। जीत प्रेजेंट। कौशल पंडित आई थिंक एब्सेंट। किंगसुक एब्सेंट। मेघापॉल
यस सर।
मेघापॉल प्रेजेंट। अच्छा मोहित साहल एब्सेंट। निखिल कुमार
यस सर प्रेजेंट।
प्रेजेंट। पंकज घोष
Yes, sir. Pankaj Ghosh.
ओके। प्रभात कुमार
Sir, Pankaj
sir.
Ghosh.
हाँ पंकज घोष प्रेजेंट। प्रभात कुमार प्रेजेंट। राकेश रोशन म्यूट प्लीज। राकेश रोशन
Yes, sir.
ओके। अच्छा रेशमी बार
यस सर प्रेजेंट।
ओके। रोहित पॉल प्रेजेंट। रौनक
यस सर
प्रमाणिक
प्रेजेंट सर।
ओके प्रेजेंट। रौनक प्रमाणिक एब्सेंट। अच्छा सप्तऋषि कुंडू एब्सेंट। अच्छा सप्तऋषि कुंडू एब्सेंट আছে তো হ্যাঁ। আচ্ছা সঞ্জনা রানী एब्सेंट।
प्रेजेंट।
संजना रानी इज प्रेजेंट ओके। अच्छा संजना रानी इज प्रेजेंट। अच्छा रौनक प्रमाणिक इज प्रेजेंट और एब्सेंट। रौनक प्रमाणिक एब्सेंट ओके। सप्तऋषि रॉय एब्सेंट ओके। सायन बाग इज एब्सेंट आई थिंक। सायनी घोष
Present, sir. Sayan Bag present.
ও সায়ন বাগ প্রেজেন্ট। ঠিক খুব ভালো সায়ন বাগ প্রেজেন্ট। আচ্ছা সায়নী ঘোষ নেই। সায়ন্তন ঘোষ श्रेय कुमार बर्नवाल
Sir. Present, sir.
ओके। सिमरन कुमारी स्नेहा गोस्वामी
यस सर
स्नेहा
प्रेजेंट। सर प्रेजेंट सर स्नेहा गोस्वामी।
हाँ स्नेहा ठीक है। स्नेहा ठीक है। सोहम भट्टाचार्य
ओके सर।
ओके सोहम भट्टाचार्य एब्सेंट। सौती सामंत प्रेजेंट আছে মনে হয়। সৌতি সামন্ত প্রেজেন্ট।
প্রেজেন্ট স্যার সৌদি সামন্ত।
হ্যাঁ আমি দেখলাম প্রেজেন্ট আছে। আচ্ছা সুধজিৎ দে না দাঁড়াও ভুল হচ্ছে আমার। দাঁড়াও সৌতি সামন্ত ইজ প্রেজেন্ট ওকে। সৌরভ বাগ एब्सेंट। अच्छा सुभाषिस पॉल
Present, sir.
प्रेजेंट। सुधोजित दे नहीं। अच्छा सुमित कुमार नहीं। सूरज माइती আছে হ্যাঁ सूरज माइती আছে।
Yes, sir. Suraj Maiti present.
वर्धन शाश्वत नहीं। ঋদ্ধিমান ঘোষ আছে ओके चलो थैंक यू
हेलो सर।
यस
हेलो अच्छा प्रत्यय राय सर।
प्रत्यय दाঁড়াও एक सेकेंड होल्ड करो। प्रत्यय रॉय तो प्रेजेंट আছে। प्रत्यय रॉय
ओके सर।
স্যার শ্রেষ্ঠ পদ্মার দিয়েছেন।
চেষ্টা পদ্মার দিয়ে দিয়েছি।
ওকে স্যার।
নো প্রবলেম। আরো কেউ আছে?
প্রত্যয় রায় স্যার প্রেজেন্ট।
Rohit Roy.
হ্যাঁ প্রত্যয় রয় প্রেজেন্ট আছো। অ্যাবসেন্ট করব
না
Hello, sir.
হ্যাঁ বলো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার রোহিত, হ্যাঁ রোহিত রয়।
রোহিত রয়, দাঁড়া।
রোহিত রায়, রোহিত রায়।
রোহিশ রায়, wait, রোহিশ রে, হ্যাঁ রোহিশ রে, তুমি তো প্রেজেন্ট আছো, প্রেজেন্ট?
হ্যাঁ স্যার
প্রেজেন্ট আছে, ঠিক আছে। চলো চলো, হ্যাভ ইউর লাঞ্চ। Yes, one test will be there, Miss Neha. One test will be there after the end of the training, okay? First of all, I will explain in next class. You plus have first have your lunch, okay? Everybody go and have your lunch, okay? Then in the next half we will have, okay? Just take care of yourself. Chalo, enjoy karo sab, chalo. Thank you.